Hi, JP Forney of the Movie Jerks here, coming to you on day 30 of Sci-Fi September, the month where I watch science fiction films I've never seen before, and I watch a new one every day for the full month. So what do we get for the final day of Sci-Fi September 2024? Well, yesterday we had Control, so today I'm watching Agent Recon. Oh, is that even a science fiction? And then, is that Chuck Norris? A covert military task force tracks a mysterious energy disturbance at a secret base in New Mexico that is suspected of experimenting on alien technology. Once there, the team encounters an unknown being of extraordinary strength and speed, and the ability to control an army of mindless warriors. The trio must fight through the unstoppable horde to prevent humanity's demise. All right, so the last film I'm watching for this year's Sci-Fi September is Agent Recon. Agent Recon. Oh boy. Well, let's start by saying that it was nice to see Chuck Norris again, even if his performance is not so becoming.
My dearest agents, I regret that I could not further guide you to lead the ESU.
The film's best, in my opinion, is the performance by Mark Singer, who plays an aged and battle-hardened Colonel Green.
I don't care if he's killed 1 million lizards disguised as humans. I've survived 54 combat missions. The infecteds are ruthless, strong, and they're smart.
Channeling his inner Nick Nolte.
Hit him in the liver!
Besides him, the acting in this film is very low grade.
And she murdered Alistair.
Didn't you have Tai Chi powers?
It's called Mana.
Miller, Hardin.
In fact, about everything about this film is very low quality. Even when it comes to the poorly shot and choreographed fight scenes. The story should be simple, but it's hard to follow. Not because it's complicated, but because it's so uncompelling and uninteresting.
I'm surprised you can speak.
It's been a while, but I can stoop down to your level. Are you an alien? Are you some sort of Kenyan?
Are you?
Do you think I am?
This is apparently the third part of a trilogy, with the first film, called Agent, coming out in 2017, followed by Agent Revelation in 2021. All three films are written and directed by this man, Derek Ting. Considering how much I struggled to get through this one vanity project alone, I have no intentions of purposely seeking out and viewing the rest of the series. And now I worry that next year when I pull random films for my Sci-Fi September, one of these two may show up. Now let's talk about this film's main attraction, its one selling point, which would be the return of Chuck Norris. Now I will give this film a bit of credit by making the assumption that to work around Norris's limited acting range, their script wrote him as a robotic unit that has been imprinted with the memories of a past soldier.
The tech billionaire did it. He had a company called Brainfuse, researching an ultra-high bandwidth brain machine that connects humans to computers.
And this excuse does help for the lack of facial expressions in his line deliveries.
This nearby base was running tests on the ash infected, something we had never detected before.
Where's Faction 13 now?
Captain Rupert hasn't responded in a week.
Now he only shows up for about 10 minutes at the beginning, but thankfully he makes a return for the final battle. And while his action sequences are not very impressive, it's still kind of cute to see this aged performer give it a go. Unfortunately, due to the lousy camera work and poor editing, his stunt double is not as masked as stunt double should be. So for action fans, especially Norris fans, this will probably be very hard to watch. Now, I am a Chuck Norris fan. I think his shows from the 80s were a ton of fun and had a lot of character. And I even ironically enjoy his later films that didn't give him the best scripts to work with. There is a good reason why Walker, Texas Rangers lasted 8 full seasons on TV.
In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right.
And I hope this is not the last film that Norris makes an appearance in, because Agent Recon is not doing him any favors. So even for Chuck Norris completionist,
I have a nuclear reactor inside me. The blast should kill them.
What about you?
Here, take my chip. It contains all of me. Now go.
I would advise maybe pretending that this one doesn't exist. And if it's not apparent by now, I cannot recommend watching Agent Recon. And there you go, day 30 of Sci-Fi September. While this is not the best film to finish off Sci-Fi September with, it does get me excited for 31 Days of Horror, which I will be starting on October 1st. If you're curious about films I'm going to be watching during that month, be sure to hit the subscribe button for updates daily. And for other information about the Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.